D.C., Maryland, and Virginia all declared public health emergencies to help their hospitals deal with the surge in COVID cases. Now, COVID numbers seem to be down, but hospitals across the region are still stretched thin, and a number of issues are contributing to that. To discuss all this, joining me now, Bob Atlas, President and CEO of the Maryland Hospital Association. Bob, thanks so much for being here.
Good evening. Glad to do it.
Let's talk about the state of Maryland hospitals right now, because first we were dealing with the triple-demic. We're talking about RSV, flu, COVID. Are those the biggest culprits right now? Can you show me what the hospitals are dealing with as far as capacity and beds and ability to take care of patients?
So the triple-demic, as you call it, is sort of over. We still have a good amount of COVID patients for sure. About 600 in our hospitals in Maryland today. Our recent peak was 900 about 2 weeks ago, and but that's nothing like the roughly 3,500 we had middle of January last year at the height of the Omicron wave. So it's a concern. The RSV is down, thankfully. The flu is moderating. Really, what's filling up our hospitals is everything else, and we're not sure what's going on exactly, other than that people who maybe delayed care during the height of the pandemic are now seeing needs greater than they were if they had treatment more timely. We're also having trouble discharging patients. Nursing homes have staffing issues just like our hospitals do. So we have patients who are ready for discharge to nursing homes and other facilities if they can't go straight home. And they're being backed up. And a lot of people are coming into our emergency rooms, unfortunately, for conditions that don't always need an emergency room level care.
And I want to talk about the staffing issues, because I'm sure that's also playing a big part in this as well.
Really, you know, we're only operating at about 80% of the staff. Well, let me put it this way. We have about 20% of the positions in hospitals are open right now. You know, you've heard all about the nursing shortage, and we have shortages of other personnel, you name it, respiratory therapists, radiation technologists, and so on. And, you know, amazingly enough, we are still staffing our hospitals at about as many beds as we staffed at the height of the pandemic. And we're doing that by using a lot of contract labor, so-called travel nurses and the like.
I want to ask you really quickly about some of the solutions going forward, because this is a huge issue across the region, across the country. What can you guys do to kind of partner up with maybe different jurisdictions, I'm told, to kind of combat some of this?
Well, these problems are happening all over the country, and so there really isn't much hope for solutions by partnering with other jurisdictions. Even in our region, you know, we're seeing much the same in the neighboring jurisdictions. So it's really about rebuilding our pipeline of workers and, frankly, rebuilding the financial health of our hospitals. This is costing us a tremendous amount that we don't have the income to cover. So our hospitals are experiencing losses right now. We really need to build the pipeline. Ideally, you know, if there are people who left the bedside, so to speak, we'd welcome them back if they've got their credentials still in order. And, you know, we're reaching out all the way down to junior high, high school level to encourage people to consider careers in hospital care. It's really valuable.
Absolutely, and I'm sure this is affecting a lot of not only the physical toll that it takes on healthcare workers, but the mental toll, I'm sure, is another story altogether. I wish you luck, and all of the hospital staff. They are true heroes, and that work continues as we kind of get deeper into the winter months. Bob Atlas, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you.